Good afternoon, everyone. A nice full house again. I think this is loud again, is it? It's okay? Okay. Oh, I can't do that. It's Janice you're talking about. Our theme this month is Vegas the Fast Track. It's only fitting that Steve Hill is here to speak and address our club today. As president of the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, he is helping drive the fast track vision for Las Vegas. The LVCVA is leading transformative initiatives that keep our city moving forward at full speed. My name is Janice Lenke, and I am proud to be your 103rd president. I would like to invite Sean Sennett to do our invocation. Keep it clean, keep it clean.
Clean. Man, I can't sing crazy songs and wow, whatever. How's everybody doing today? Awesome. If you will, bow your head and join with me in prayer. Heavenly Father, Lord, we just come before you not only as Rotarians, but as brothers and sisters in Christ. Father, we ask for your blessing upon this meal, blessing upon this time. Father, we ask for a special blessing for those who are not here with us today, those who may be traveling, whether it may be illness, whatever it is. Father, we ask for a blessing that you would just continue to watch over us, watch over those who need you the most, that we might be that shining light that they need. Father, we thank you for your love, your grace, and your mercy. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you so much. I'm going to invite Mr. Bob Warner to do our song. As he says, he was wrangled into doing the song.
Well, finally, after 30 years, they asked me again. Anyway, let's do God Bless America, because God has blessed me incredibly. God bless America, land that I love, land beside her, and guide her with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairie, through the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Man, you gotta sound good.
You're really good at that. Can we sign Kathy? Can we get him signed up more frequently? Okay. And to lead our Pledge of Allegiance, and our Sergeant of Arms, Kathy Coverall.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, everyone. Please be seated. Thank yous today. Dr. Kathy Mahon, Lynn Ng, and Bob Warner, thanks for always doing what you do. Greeters, we had Linda Peterson and Elliot Harris. Ticket sales, Nikki Junium and Kathy Govero. Photographer, I think you need to stand up and be seen. Madison, who works with Sarah for Connected Communication. Thank you for being here. Scribe, I have Victoria Mistretta. Is that right? No? Okay, who's doing scribe today? Okay, I'm asking who can do scribe today? Elliot, thank you. Audiovisual, Stu Lipoff, what would I do without him? And teardown, is Dr. Michael Williams here? Am I blind? Yeah? So if someone could help him with teardown, again, we have one person, thank you. Okay. We're going to go to guest. We don't have any international guests that I'm aware of. We do have visiting Rotarians. Kathy, are you ready to spring into action? Right over here.
Hi, everyone. My name is Melissa Stockham, and this is my husband, John. We are visiting from the Rotary Lake Mary. I'm one of the,
No, I'm sorry, I'm talking
okay.
to You're good.
We're visiting from the Lake Mary Rotary in Lake Mary, Florida. I'm part of the Impact Group, and we are here visiting. And when I found your club on Club Locator, and I said, this sounds like a very interesting group, and we're delighted to be here. Oh, yes.
I'm glad I could
yes,
remind a
yes.
visiting Rotarian what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, yes. Okay. When we do the 4-way test at our club, we actually make it a 5-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And we end with, and I think this is extremely fitting because this is Las Vegas, and is it fun?
Woo! Thank you. Thanks for being here. And your husband is? John. Okay, yep. Good to see you. Nice to meet you. Any other visiting Rotarians? Okay, we're going to go to guest of Rotarians.
My guest is over there. I'd like to introduce my guest today, if he could stand, Mr. Rafi Rabah, Senior Vice President of the Institutional Client Group at U.S. Bank.
Welcome. Thank you. We have right over here.
I have my friend and neighbor, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry. Welcome. Hi, Jerry. Any other guest of Rotarians? Okay. We're going to move to, do we have any guest of our club, Larry? Can you get the microphone?
Chris is joining us for the first time after chatting with us on the phone. He's from Chicago, and I'll let him say a couple of hellos here.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris Albu. Been in Las Vegas for about 4 years. I enjoy helping to feed those in the community who need it. Passion for barbecue, a giant smoker to help. And
When's the party?
yeah, right. Everybody loves it till you charge them for it.
Spring.
Look forward to meeting you all.
Thank you for being here. Welcome. Do we have any other guest of our club? Fine, coming. Okay. We're going to go to the head table, make introductions. We have, of course, our speaker, Steve Hill. We have Erica Johnson. Welcome. We have Randall Brody. We have Andrew Thurlow, Dr. Nikki Brunetti, and Brian Sarantino. So welcome. Thanks for joining me at the President's table. Next, we're going to go into a few announcements. Can we take the microphone, Kathy? I'm sorry. To Tina Bishop.
Thank you very much. Tina Bishop, I wanted to talk to you about Breakfast with Books. We have Hollingsworth coming up on Tuesday, and I want to thank all of you that signed up. It looks like we're going to have a good turnout. 8:30 is when you should be there, but honestly, they do a lot of the work of the setup, so if you're a little bit late and are there by 9 o'clock, Stu, is that okay? Yeah, sounds good. So that would be good. And there is special instructions to get into the underground parking, which I'll put together and have Sean send out this week so everybody has it. And then I want to turn the microphone over to Gwen to talk about Nevada Reading Week.
Nevada Reading Week is March 2nd through the 6th. We have 6 schools. The information is in Green Book. If you have a specific school you'd like, just take a photo of that school and reach out. We'll also be sending out probably an email that will make it even easier. But with all of our 6 schools, it would be great if everybody would go to at least one school. They love us.
Thank you both. How about, let me think, I'm trying to go in order of the room. Let's take it to, where's Brock? Where's Brock? Right here. Let's take it right here to Brock. Past President Brock Frazier.
Thanks, Kathy.
As a past president, we maintain the right to inflict fines from time to time. And a couple, 3 weeks ago in the RJ, there was an article, and it pertained to the 250th anniversary of our country. And one of our esteemed members was quoted in this article, and so I'm going to have him explain his part. And you know, Elder Tom, that if you don't tell the whole story, I've got details I'll fill in, okay?
Well, yeah, there's so many things going on, right? Yeah, so this is to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is sending 250 semi-trucks full of food across the United States to each of the 50 states. So it's basically a 10 million pound food donation across America to help feed those in need. And so we call it, as you might expect, America 250.
Love it. Thank you, Brock. Thank you.
What Tom did not tell you is that, yes, this is a 250th anniversary event, but the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, has trucks coming here to southern Nevada delivering each truck with about 40,000 pounds of food to the Salvation Army, to Project One, to Catholic Charities, to Three Square. They do this on a regular basis, ongoing. They have for a long time, and they're going to continue. So it's not just the 250th anniversary.
It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you both for sharing. Let's give the microphone to past President Tom Crow. Oh, it's official. 250. Okay.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. Mark your calendars for March 20th. That will be our cigar fellowship at Annie Nuna's home, 6 o'clock. Everybody will see that's in the green book. You can sign up, and just be sure and put it on your calendar. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give the microphone to David Jones, who's preparing.
I was just double checking. So the night after this cigar fellowship, so if you want to wake up early in the morning, the next morning is the Ryla trip. So you can spend the night having fun with cigars and whiskey or whatever you drink. I'll have soda. And then Ryla, we still have one seat for an 8th grader. So if you do know any 8th graders that would be interested in spending the week at Big Bear for the camp, it'd be great. And then next week we have our music competition. So we're looking forward to that as well.
Good. Thank you so much. Let's take the microphone to past President Karen Wisenhunt.
Good afternoon, Rotarians. As you know, we had the Mayor's Cup this past weekend, and wow, what a weekend. We had 21 boys here from Germany, plus 8 adults, and the kids were all hosted in our homes, and we had 10 host families, 9 of which were from this club. I cannot thank them enough. They make sure that these kids not only have an opportunity of a lifetime playing on the field, but getting to see Las Vegas, experience American culture, and they come as, and you'll see here shortly, they come as guests, but within hours they are family. So Sarah, Suckbutt Sarah, she was crying on the way out of the airport the other day, and I cannot thank the host families. They are what makes it happen. And thank you to this club for always supporting it. Brock for introducing it to us 18 years ago. So thank you all. And I do want to, where'd she go here? Madison, where'd you go? Okay, I got to give you the mic.
Hi guys, I'm not as well spoken as everyone else here, so I wrote it down. But hi, my name's Madison Sant. I work with Sarah, so I am in charge of running our student interns who, you know, they do the social media and then PR, so I manage all of that with Sarah. As you may know, we sent a press release out about the Mayor's Cup, and Fox 5 came out and covered it, so that was great. Sarah worked closely with Karen and Elliot on that. our tours interviewed, and I think you'll agree, I think this was the best representation of the Las Vegas Rotary Club that we've had in a while. Shows everyone's dedication to the club and Las Vegas, period. So thank you guys for all of that. On behalf of our team, thank you to everyone who likes and shares Rotary posts on social media, takes pictures at events. You guys make my job so much easier, and I can't thank you enough. So thanks.
Thank you. So we're going to go ahead and show the video. Okay. Don't look at the screen. No. Don't look at the screen. I see Tom going.
6:07 now. Thousands of little soccer players from around the world are here in Vegas for one of the largest tournaments in the world. It's called the Mayor's Cup, and it's been growing a lot over the 20 years it's been going on, including a team's bond with a local Rotary club. Since the Mayor's Cup started, the Las Vegas Rotary Club has hosted a lot of international teams, mainly from Germany. The members open up their homes to the team and then show them around Vegas to show what we have to offer. It's an opportunity for these players to, get a great tour of Las Vegas. And the Rotary Club values the bond that they've built with these teams over the years.
It's a huge opportunity for us, for a team to be here in the U.S., to play here. Such a good tournament.
We feed them, we bed them, we provide them entertainment. They come as guests, but within a couple hours, they're family.
And that team, by the way, is set to play.
Okay. Don't worry. Elliot, I'm on it. 2 separate videos, so I got to give Stu a minute or so, a second. Talk amongst yourselves. We'll be right with you.
Don't forget to sign up for duties, every one of you.
Kathy, thank you for that. Oh, Randy wants, past President Randy Donald wants the microphone.
I just want to take a moment and thank David Jones for all his hard work from RILA and TLC. However, I think a fine should be imposed because he got a little confused about which one is coming up today, next March, right? It's TLC, yeah. So I want to point that out, but also point out what a great job David does for doing that.
We have lots of fines going on today. We have a few more coming. I'm so excited.
Don't forget to sign up for duties.
For those people who want to play pickleball, it's this Saturday, 11 to 1.
There's another fine. Another fine. Did I tell you he could have the microphone? Remember, he's on the do not provide list. Dang it, I gotta stop that, putting my back to you. I don't trust you. Okay. Okay. Elliot, technical difficulties. We will show it soon. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna do something fun. I was so excited to do this. I'm like a kid. I'm gonna ask past President Tom Krob to stand up, and I'm gonna ask Sean Sennett to stand up. Where'd Sean go? Yeah. So you're gonna stay. Oh yeah. Well, it's just me getting back at you. So everybody who participated in the trivia contest last week for Valentine's, thank you. We had 3 people that were anti-Valentine's. And Antoinette, it's good for her that she can't be here today. So we're going to go to the prize for having the worst answers for the trivia contest. So I want you guys to observe. I want you to just raise your hand if one of these answers were either one of you. During which century did Valentine's Day start to be associated with romance and love? After the massacre, who was that? Yeah. And the 21st century. Was that you or Antoinette? Thank you. What is Cupid the god of? Bed rest. Yeah, hold on. I got to get my notes. So, who are Cupid's parents? Just keep raising your hand, because I don't know which of you, because you didn't have your name on it. Mr. and Mrs. Cupid? Tom and Jane. I know who that is. Cupid is believed to carry arrows that have tips made of which two materials? Bacon and fireball, feathers and straw. Okay. Who is often credited with creating the first box of Valentine's chocolate? This one was Antoinette, Forrest Gump. Okay. Who's often credited with creating, wait, we got something wrong here. Oh, somebody said Helen Keller. Thank you. According to medieval Europeans, February 14th marked the beginning of mating season for which animals? Donkey asses, humans, and the wildebeest. That was Antoinette. What do the X and O term mean? Punch and a black eye? Tic-tac-toe. Okay. What are the red roses said to symbolize? Blood. So romantic. Yeah. What tune did Billboard's name as the top love song of all time? I knew that was you. Shout at the Devil by Motley Crue. And Love Stinks was Antoinette. Which ancient culture believed chocolate was a gift from the god? Dinosaurs? Were you watching Friends at the time? I mean, really. So, there were 12 questions, and February 14th represented as 2-14. So if I take 12 times 2 times 14, it comes out to $336 each. Thank you for your contribution. I was so excited to do that today. You just keep setting yourselves up. Larry Goldstein, let's go ahead and give you the microphone.
Thank you very much, Janice. A few weeks ago, we had the privilege of having 4 speakers in our 4-way speech contest, and our winner, Milan Preet from Bishop Gorman, got a little bit of notoriety, and so I want to, first of all...
We have about 1,000 teams coming.
I want to bring your attention to this week's wheel, and we had a terrific professional write-up done on Milan by Tina Bishop in the wheel, and Stu had in the rolling releases and notifications rolling. So Milan was featured on Fox 5 News for her charity, Acting Through the Law, and it really is a tribute. She spoke to us about how she got into a predicament and the 4-way test as applicable for her. And she's just a terrific contestant, and she'll move on. And I think we should all be very proud that we gave her and the other 3 contestants a great opportunity in the 4-way speech this year.
Thank you, and thank you for everything that you did. You made it such an incredible, memorable luncheon, so thank you for that. Okay, we're going to play the other video. Back to you, Stu.
We have about 1,000 teams coming, 995 teams coming from all around the world. As far as Tokyo and New Zealand and Poland and South Africa. We've got some 60 teams from out of the country. Over 40 states have teams here.
Bringing the world to Las Vegas through the most popular sport in the world. This weekend marked the return of the Mayor's Cup, an international soccer tournament bringing close to 20,000 players from around the globe to play in the Valley. Organizers telling us 1,500 games will be played in less than 72 hours, and we're right in the mix of that. This tournament has grown a lot over the last 18 years. One tradition we have found amongst that growth is one Las Vegas organization opening their doors to players coming here from overseas, showing them what our community has to offer on and off the soccer pitch. A world showcase on Las Vegas soil as teams from at least 16 countries clash for the Mayor's Cup crown.
There's a huge opportunity for us, for a team to be here in the US, to play here, such a good tournament.
Originally from Ukraine, Artur has played with the same club in Germany for 4 years, eager to show the rest of the field how talented his team is.
We want to play with ball, with such a good team. We want to be wall in defense and score a lot of goals.
And while the boys may be so far from home, they have support from a family of sorts, known as the Las Vegas Rotary Club.
It started out with a Rotarian from the downtown Rotary Club who introduced us to the program 18 years ago. We've hosted international teams from all over the world, but primarily Germany.
Hosted in the most literal sense, Las Vegas Rotary members have opened their homes to these players for years.
We feed them, we bed them, we provide them entertainment. They come as guests, but within a couple hours, they're family.
For me, it's been just a great experience.
There he is.
Experiencing Las Vegas for the first time, experiencing the U.S. for the first time.
The Rotary Club act as tour guides for the young team, exploring an environment these players may never see again, and maybe wouldn't get the chance to see to begin with without this generosity.
For them, this is all a massive new experience, you know? Their eyes are open wide, everything just registers with them. And so it's quite a lot of fun to show them a bit of what Las Vegas has to offer.
It was very nice. They were very good people. Such a good opportunity. Just enjoy the life and play football.
The team Las Vegas Rotary is hosting has gone 4-0 so far in this tournament, only giving up 1 goal along the way. They are set to play Monday morning at 10:30 at Beatty Wilson Soccer Complex, where the Mayor's Cup champion will be crowned tomorrow.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you both for representing this club so well. Past President Jim Cole, as you just took a bite of your food. Can you come up here for a second? So the surprise and delight was a surprise and delight to me because I know how busy you are during the day. So for me to get an email telling me the answer to the surprise and delight was like, wow. So as soon as that wheel comes out, I love that so many people are looking for the hidden message. So can you just let everyone know?
So it's in the check it out section, and the surprise and delight is I am a fascinating, forecasting, yes please.
Surprise and delight. I am a forecasting and networking event hosted by the Vegas Chamber, uniting businesses and government leaders to explore tourism trends and Southern Nevada growth. What am I? And he wrote an email, took time out of his busy schedule and said preview. So I went through all the booths and developed this swag bag for you. And inside is 1 voucher for you and your lovely wife to go to win. Oh my God, I just forgot the name of the show. Thank you. Awakenings. Woo. Yeah, so that is for 2 people. It's in there. So congratulations. Thank you. You're welcome. We're going to take some time for fellowship, and then we're going to come back and do a Paul Harris recognition. Thank you.
How did she help you? Oh, you're after, I thought you meant after the escape. I'm like, she's not here. Man, after just a few months of dating, she's in your head. She's in your head. Get her out, it's dangerous.
Very good.
I force myself to eat these 2 bites and I'm out. Maybe I'll be back on salmon next week. I almost went to fish stick. I must not try it. I don't know they would do that.
I think everyone turned that one down too. Yeah.
I like fish sticks. I'm just not sure the whole patty of fish sticks. So we're going to play water. You say inside, right?
The pickleball court?
Well, I could get different fruits. What's the cross fruit for?
What's the cross street? Sunset and... Oh, that's good. That's a good show. Yeah, that's plenty of time. I cannot touch this steak. It's like a big pickle that I cannot get rid of. Yeah, I'm like my bicep is big. I literally cannot get through it. I think I'm getting a piece.
like I was at the Canada and
Okay, thank you, Nacho.
When I got older, you see people that are just pushing one on the drawer. I always like the boys.
How fun. Hey, how fun. Yeah. Wow. That's good.
Before I invite Dr. Nikki Brunetti up, I wanted to recognize in honor of this week's President's Day, which I didn't have the day off. I hope a lot of you did. But I would like to acknowledge our past presidents. So past presidents of our club, if you could just stand up and be acknowledged. We appreciate you and thank you as always for all of your support. Don't ever put Steve Casey in front of Toni Kern again because you could barely see her, but she was standing, you guys. So I'm going to invite Dr. Nikki Brunetti up.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ryan Hamilton, would you please join me up here today? Rotarians and guests. Today, we have the privilege of recognizing Ryan Hamilton for his wonderful support of the Rotary Foundation. Ryan is the owner of Celebrity Cars Las Vegas. Yeah, you can see it all the way from there, right? Yeah. I have it. The font is so big, you guys could see it from there. But still, even with glasses, I need it. And has been a proud supporter of Rotary in this club since 2009, so for 17 years. That alone deserves a hand. As many of you are aware, for each $1,000 contributed, a Paul Harris pin is provided with the corresponding jewels. Today, Ryan's pin has 4 very pretty sapphires on it. But more importantly, contributions to the Rotary Foundation are allaying suffering, improving living conditions, and providing educational opportunities for young people somewhere in the world. And I would have you speak with past President Karen Wisenhunt to see specifically the wonderful things that this club is doing. And this year specifically, through her fabulous and tireless work, we are going to be helping children in war-torn Ukraine. All of us should be proud because our club is a shining example of providing such assistance globally. And for today specifically, Ryan is receiving his Paul Harris, as I alluded to, +4. Remember that Paul Harris plus number equals multiples of 1,000, thereby increasing the number of individuals helped through the many life-changing Rotary International initiatives. Becoming a Paul Harris Fellow is just the beginning. It's a milestone. But as evidenced here, it is clearly not the destination. Along with Ryan, we have many, multiple Paul Harris Fellows sitting right here in this room, doing extreme good around the world. So Rotarians, if you will please stand with me. Ryan, we proudly present you today with your Paul Harris +4 pin award, which represents your generous contributions. He's got to show everybody. Just walk around and show everybody, be the model. Thank you.
Wait. You guys can sit down. When was the last time you've been here?
This is what it takes. We got to give him an award.
I know, but wait a minute. Well, no. Well, have you been here for one of my meetings this year? Boy, I know which side you guys are on. No, I'm not going to fine you with all the good you do. We did enough fines. We racked up a lot today. So it's really great to see you, and congratulations. Can we have somebody do a picture, Madison? Can you do pictures? Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and invite, let's see, did we do everything else? Oh, no, I can't invite him yet. Congratulations to Nancy Anderson for that fine might still come there, buddy. Congratulations to Nancy Anderson for being our member spotlight in the wheel. I always love reading that and learning a little bit more about people, so congratulations. And then we're going to go ahead and do the raffle, and then I'll invite Andrew Thurlow to come up. So for a chance to pull the joker, we're up to, wow, $11.65 plus whatever we took in today. The ticket is 269-1124. That was a short walk.
It was.
Pick a card, any card.
That's a lot of cards, man.
These suckers, every time you get a new deck, they're so slick.
It is a 4.
Oh, there you go.
I know you're all upset.
Thank you. Okay, and the Lowry Bucks, 269-1299. I take it you never win anything. We should talk about why you never win anything. I wouldn't be too excited. Yeah. Here you go. Congratulations.
Well, guess what?
Madison,
Because-
can you take photos?
How much is it, 50?
Yeah. 25 for me, 25. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to just give it away.
Thank you, Madison. Okay, congratulations. I think I did everything, right? So Andrew Thurlow, come on up.
Rotarians and friends, it's always special when we get to hear from leaders who are helping shape the future of our city, and today is no exception. Steve Hill serves as Chief Executive Officer and President of the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, and his leadership has touched nearly every major milestone in our city's growth, from the expansion of the Las Vegas Convention Center and the Vegas Loop to securing world-class events like the Super Bowl, Formula One, and the Final Four. He also chairs the Las Vegas Stadium Authority and has played a key role in projects that continue to elevate our community on a global stage. A longtime Las Vegas resident and respected business and civic leader, Steve's work has helped position our city as the sports and entertainment capital of the world. Please join me in giving a warm Rotary welcome to Steve Hill.
Afternoon, everybody. It's kind of a tough act to follow, you know? A variety show prior to the speaker. Thanks for having me. I would say that it's great to see some old friends, but I'd be afraid that they'd feel that I was insulting them. But it's great to see some friends that I've known for a while, so, right, exactly, right, yeah. I appreciate the opportunity to be here this afternoon. I often say that I have the easiest product in the world to sell. I think that's true. There is no place like Las Vegas. Everywhere I go, if I say Las Vegas, everywhere you guys go, if you say Las Vegas, everybody's eyes light up. They don't have to speak English. They don't have to be in this country. It doesn't matter. Everybody knows Las Vegas. Being able to sell this city is a privilege. And I've got a video here that is going to prove that.
Las Vegas, are you ready?
From the fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, Formula One on the streets of Las Vegas.
I'm going to go through a few subjects, some of the things that either we touch or we're working on, fill you in a little bit, and then open it up for questions. And I can answer questions on the topics that I go through, or if you want to know something about anything else, feel free. If you want to interrupt me along the way, if that doesn't get completely rowdy and out of hand with this group, then feel free to do that too. Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to rack up, right, okay. I was worried that Tommy was going to get fined by the pound and not by the load. So happy to see that for you. You all know probably everything that is up here. The tourism and hospitality industry has forever driven the economy of Southern Nevada and really the state as a whole. We are almost in total 400,000 jobs. Now that's about 300,000 direct jobs in the industry and another nearly 100,000 jobs that are created because the industry exists here. A $55 billion direct economic impact. It's about a quarter of the state's GDP. And then in total, because of the indirect aspect of the tourism industry, it's pushing $100 billion. You all know, and we've got a Stadium Authority meeting this afternoon at 3 o'clock, so you're all welcome to come. It's open to the public. But we'll be talking about the progress that the A's are making at the ballpark. This is one of the things that we have been working on for the last 3 or 4 years. It's making great progress. We're really excited about it. It will be open and ready for the A's at the beginning of the 2028 baseball season. So about 2 years from now, the ballpark will be open. It's going to be a spectacular venue. It is on one of the most iconic corners in the United States, certainly in Las Vegas. The view that it will have of Las Vegas Boulevard and out to the northwest it's going to be one of the best views from any venue in the United States. It's going to be the best place to go see a baseball game. The A's have done, they got a lot of criticism. And, as you leave a city, you don't really make friends when that happens. And Oakland is probably tired of Las Vegas stealing their teams. So, I felt bad for John Fisher. But John and the Fisher family have been great. They have done everything they have said that they are going to do. They are investing more than they originally planned, which is how most construction projects go, in order to make this stadium what the law requires and what they've committed to do, which is to make it a premier world-class venue. It's going to be great. It's got all kinds of really cool features. If you haven't had the opportunity to go up to Uncommons in their sales center, you ought to take the opportunity to do it. They'd be happy to host you. They'll try and sell you tickets while you're there. So, that'd be great if you want to buy tickets, but it's open to anybody who wants to see it. It's a great thing to go see. So we're excited about that. There's still work to do. We'll talk today at Stadium Authority a little bit about, there's some ancillary projects around the stadium itself that are the responsibility for Bally's to build. The doors to the stadium on both the front entrance, which is really the outfield area, and behind home plate are at about 40 feet above grade. And so you have to get there somehow. Allegiant Stadium's the same way, and there's, you know, kind of a grand staircase up to the entrance on the northeast corner of the stadium. But the idea here is there will be kind of a podium entrance that provides part of a parking garage and support for the retail that will be going in around that corner. That needs to get built. We need to be able to get people up to the 40 feet doors that are that far above grade, and we don't want to do that with ladders or something like that, so we need that podium built. They need a central plant to air condition, and mostly air conditioning, but heat the facility. And there is a about 2,500 stall parking garage on the southeast part of the property that's really bordering the airport. Those are Bally's responsibilities. Those need to get started pretty soon. We'll kind of bring a little light to that today and start pushing them to make sure they're going to get that done. But we feel confident that all of that will happen, and 2 years from now, we'll have a baseball stadium. One of the things we like about this is that it will give us a venue that is counter-cyclical to Allegiant. Allegiant's tough to program between September and January because we don't know when the NFL stadium or the NFL schedule is going to come out until end of April, early May. We are allowed to reserve 2 weekends where the NFL does not program a game in the stadium if we have a really major event that we want to have there, but it's just 2 weekends. And then we also have to program UNLV games into the stadium as well. The ballpark will be available for most of those months when the Allegiant Stadium is not, and vice versa. So it will give us a more round-the-calendar set of venues to bring different events to Las Vegas, whether that's concerts or other sporting events. So we're excited about that as well. This is what the ballpark's going to look like when it's done. That view out those windows is just going to be spectacular. So we're super excited about having it. We just finished our renovation. CES was here in January. It was the first show that occupied the north and central halls. That central hall was originally built and opened in 1959. And not much had happened to, I mean, that happens to be the year I was born. I need a renovation as well, but so anyway, things start to break down, you know? So we're really excited to have been able to do that. We intended, and Tom is a part of the oversight committee on this project, we intended to build the expansion of the West Hall and then move straight into the renovation of North, Central, and South Halls. Obviously, COVID got in the way of that, delayed that by 3 years. And we were able to do that in 24 and 25 instead of 21, 22, and 23. What happened during that period of time also is that the cost of construction went up, so we eliminated the South Hall from the renovation. Spent $600 million on the Central and North Halls and that front concourse. That really raised the quality of those buildings. We still have some work to do in the South Hall. We will do that over the next few years. There's about $250 million worth of work to do there. We'll be able to get that done, we hope, by the end of 2028. And it'll bring the entire facility up to the same standard. It has, we built it because our customers came to us, well, really 20 years ago and said, one, your buildings are starting to fall apart, you need to do something about it. I mean, our largest customer is a customer called Informa. They are a global trade show organizer. They own shows like World of Concrete and coverings and just a broad variety of shows. They do 21 shows in Las Vegas every year. They do shows all over the world. the guy who runs it here, or ran it at the time here, is a guy named Ken McAvoy. And Ken said, it's about time that Las Vegas doesn't have a D+ facility in an A+ city. So yeah, okay, got the message, Ken. So we don't now. It is an A+ facility. Gary Shapiro, who runs CES, fairly well-known guy here in Las Vegas, said it is the best convention center in the world now. And I think that's right. So yeah. It has enabled us, because the other reason our customers came to us and said that was, we need more space, or we want to come and you don't have space for us. So we had World of Concrete here about a month ago. 60,000 people, that used to be a full facility show. It took up all of the North Central and South Halls, but now we have the West Hall too. So that same week, we had another show in the West Hall that was 20,000 people. And so that's happened now twice. We had air conditioning and heating in to the old full facility 2 weeks ago. In addition to that, we had the National Association of Auto Dealers. So it's added, 20,000 people in these cycles that we didn't used to be able to hold. It's one of the reasons we're talking about 2026 as probably the best group business year that this destination has ever had. We came out of COVID with 3.5 million more square feet in the city than we went into COVID with. We had 11.5 million square feet before COVID. We added a big facility at the Wynn. The Forum at Caesars came online. Our new West Hall came online. The Fontainebleau came online. And there were more, but between all those properties, we added 3.5 million square feet, a 30% increase in our capacity for trade shows and meetings. And that is going to make a difference in the city. We, during COVID, bought the monorail. It has been a spectacular investment for us. It's needed. We think it's an important part of the transportation system here in Las Vegas. It was going to go into bankruptcy during COVID. It actually did go into bankruptcy, and we bought it out of bankruptcy in cooperation with the monorail folks. We have been able to make this a very profitable venture. It is probably the only mass transit system in the United States that's profitable. Now, it cost $660 million to build 35 years ago or 30 years ago. We bought it for $24 million, so that's a part of what made it more profitable. Interest expense went way down. But we have made enough profit on it that we have more than paid for it in the 4 years that we have owned it. We peaked at $11 million of profit on that $24 million investment in 2024. So we're pretty happy with it from that standpoint. We bought it thinking that we could improve its bottom line, but really bought it because we didn't want to put the 6 million riders that are on it on the road in Las Vegas. It just add to the congestion that we have. There's been a lot of conversation around its lifespan and how long that will be and what's going to happen to it. We think that we can get another 10 years out of it. And so we've invested money in order to make that happen. We're also hopeful that the Boring Company makes it obsolete inside of that 10 years and provides an alternative. The reason that its life is limited is that those trains have a limited life. They've been running for 25 years. Bombardier made them originally and have said then that they thought there was a 30-year life on those trains. And we've been able to extend that, which is one of the reasons we think there are more years left than just the 5 that they would have projected. But when we go to replace those trains, that's a $300+ million replacement cost, and that's not something that we are going to do, and I don't think it's something that anybody would do. What we do plan to do is take the rail off those stanchions and put up a precast 2-lane road and tie it into the boring company system and use it as a part of their system, which will actually raise the capacity of that 4-mile stretch. Use the stations that are there as boring company stations, and we think that will work pretty well. Jacksonville has done something like that. They took their monorail and turned it into a 2-lane elevated roadway. So we know we can do it. We have brought in an engineer. They've taken a look at it. They have said that we can do it as well. So that's the plan. And when it is time to do it, that's what we plan to do. This is the current boring company system. The solid line is what we originally built on our campus. That's been up and running for nearly 4 years. We've run about 4 million people through that system. We are now also connected to Westgate, Fontainebleau, Resorts World, and Encore. Those systems, in the case of Encore and Resorts World, are not finished. There's one tunnel to them and not two. We're in the process of finishing those. So they're not as smooth operationally as we would like them to be, but they're functional and it's helpful, and it starts to tie those properties together and to the campus of the convention center, which matters a lot. What we ultimately have in mind is this system here. That's 68 miles of tunnel. That has all been land use permitted through either the county or the city. There are another 7 miles in addition to what I showed you in the previous slide, where the tunnel has been built. They're in the process of building everything, the roadway, the communication system, the lighting in the tunnel, those types of things, the stations along the way. A big chunk of that tunnel that is built runs up Paradise here from near the Thomas and Mack, right across the street from the Thomas and Mack, where the old Dollar Rental Car Center, so not the Dollar Loan Center, sorry, is on the other side of University from the Thomas and Mack. So that you'll see two boring company systems there. Those tunnels have run all the way to the Westgate. So those tunnels are in the process of being completed. Along the way, the boring company has bought some land or some property as stations. So they bought the Golden Biersch restaurant here. They've moved, that's now their main office, and they're building a station right out in front of that. So you'll be able to park at Resorts World, hop in there, they'll bring you over here and take you back if you want to do that. They bought the old Firefly location. They're building apartment buildings there in a station. So there's 3 or 4, and they're building, what you see being built in front of the Virgin right now is a boring company station as well. So those will be all open by the end of this year. We've been in about a 2-year conversation with the Clark County Fire Department about what the code that is the standard for these tunnels should be. And that's, I'm sure for everybody involved in that conversation, it's been a little frustrating. It's taken longer than any of us would have liked to have taken. But that has all been resolved. And so in March, the county is going to pass an ordinance that completely finishes that conversation and embeds that in an ordinance. And that will be how all of this will be built moving forward. And when that happens, you'll start to see permits issued in like 10-mile increments. The boring company has 7 machines available to be boring tunnels in our valley. Actually, boring the tunnels is not the critical path for expanding the system. It's building the tunnels out after they've been built and building the stations. So we think we'll have 68 miles of tunnel, over 100 stations. The system is completely paid for either by the boring company itself or the folks who own the stations on their properties. So there's no public money going into the system. It has huge capacity. It will have, we think, realistically 90,000 people an hour capacity. To put that in perspective, there are about 400,000 people in vehicles that go up and down Las Vegas Boulevard every day. That 90,000 was per hour. So a lot of capacity in the system. We think it is the congestion relief system that, one, we can afford, it's free, and two, that we actually have a place to put it. Excited about that. Really looking forward to it starting to make some progress at a more brisk rate. We're not really working on Brightline. We have done some partnership things with them. We're excited about it. We are hopeful. The price of that system continues to rise. And they have asked the Trump administration for an additional $6 billion in what's called RIF funding, which is a rail funding program that has been in place and not really utilized for some period of time. They've been told yes. And if they get that money, they'll be able to move forward. Not sure what their alternatives are if they don't. But the cost of this project has gone from $12 billion to $21 billion, and so that starts to get pretty expensive. So they're going to need some help to make that happen. I spoke on their investor call maybe 5 months ago, and one of the things I told all the banks on the call was, this is going to be the only fun way to get to Las Vegas out there. Everything else is work. I-15's work, going to the airport is work. You got to want to be here. This is going to be, Vegas is going to start once you get in the train. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And it's an option that I think is going to be great for our customers. It'll help congestion on I-15. So we're excited about that. This is something we haven't talked about a whole lot because of Brightline. We didn't want to spook their investors, but we have been working kind of under the radar for the past 3 or 4 years to put a coalition of California, mostly California organizations together in an organization called the Coalition for Our Future, which is a little vague enough too that we didn't want to draw a real spotlight to it until we were ready to. We became public or announced ourselves publicly in December. But it is largely a group of California organizations that we've helped or tried to provide incentive and funding behind fixing I-15 in California. We have stepped into this because there's really no other organization to do it. It's not really an NDOT job because it's in California. It's not an RTC job because it's not in Clark County. It's not really the state's job to do this, but it needs done. I've been in Las Vegas for 38 years. I don't know if there's ever been investment on I-15 between Barstow and the state line in the time that I've lived here in any meaningful way. But the congestion just keeps getting worse. Traffic is going to continue to grow. We've done a bunch of work on this. We have shown that this is now the deadliest stretch of interstate in the United States. It is unsafe. It is, causing our products and goods that come out of the ports to be more expensive. And there's, we need to get something done. So we are working to make that happen. Caltrans has agreed to allow us to pay for, and we are, a feasibility study on the projects that we are recommending in the corridor. So we are working with Caltrans to do that. Engineering firm called Wood Rogers is doing that work. And we are working on finding funding in DC to pay for it. So we'll see. And I'm going to stop and ask if anybody's got any questions.
Okay.
Somebody with a mic.
All right, just real quick question, because we've all been watching TV. Has there ever been a time that you guys have thought about bringing the Olympics into Las Vegas?
I'm sorry, bringing
the Olympics into Las Vegas.
Oh, the Olympics. I'm sorry. Yeah, so let me make sure I'm asking the question or answering the question. The Summer Olympics, okay. Yeah, we have. I don't think it's a very good idea. It's a one-shot thing. It's exceptionally expensive. You don't actually make, I mean, you're going to get very fortunate if you make money on it. We're going to have to build a lot of facilities in order to do it. And if you can't create long-term value out of it, I don't think it is the right thing for particularly a city of our size to try and take on. So, you know, it's kind of casually come up, and I think most people feel that way about it, that would actually have the responsibility of paying for it. So that's kind of where we are right now.
Mr. Hill, I've been here since 1967, and I think one of the secret weapons of Vegas has been the convention authority. With yourself and Rossi Rollencotter before then, it's really been a game changer. I don't know, you're not the solution, but you know, you talk, about 1/3 of your talk was about traffic congestion. And you know, Project Neon finished in, I think, 1 year early in 2020. And so now we have 4 or 5 lanes from the north I-15 leading into Las Vegas. And we have 4 or 5 lanes from the south leading into Project Neon. And yet they never expanded the I-15 beyond 3 lanes. So you only have 3 lanes in a city of almost 2.5 million people. You only have a 3-lane freeway through the heart of Las Vegas. I mean, so if there's, you know, a pig in the snake, nothing gets through. And so you have instant problems. They just finished the spaghetti bowl, if you will, down I-15 and the 215. And I don't know if it was state, you know, NDOT and the county, because it's 215, but they rebuilt the whole thing. And you know, there's just 3 lanes on the 215 through, you know, under I-15. They never expanded the lanes. And so, you know, in Henderson, they're expanding that to 4 lanes, right, going west on the 215. And yet, at the airport, at the I-15, it's gonna narrow down to 3 lanes. So they didn't really, I mean, why build the extra lanes if they have no way to get through? And we had some representatives from MnDOT here a couple months ago.
I was going to say, I can give you Tracy's phone number. And
I assumed that there were people in the state and the county and the city that coordinated what was going to happen on these multi-billion-dollar projects. Well, a few months ago, we had NDOT here, and afterward, I asked them, you know, we have a rule, we don't confront speakers, but I asked him, I said, how did that happen? And he said, okay, so here's my question. Here's my question. You seem to be the only organization that works with multi-jurisdictional situations. So can you insert yourself when the next big road project occurs? Because we're never going to solve our problems.
Sure.
You going to answer that?
Yeah, no, there is a master transportation plan, and both state and local governments participate in creating that. I don't know what is in that plan that addresses the issues that you raise. I will say, and I'll give, I mean, this is over a long period of time. Clark County's done, I mean, and everybody participating in our region have done a pretty good job of anticipating some pretty exponential growth. I moved here, you know, 20 years after you did. I moved here from Dayton, Ohio, and Dayton and Vegas were the same size when I moved here 38 years ago. 600,000 people, maybe. We're 4.5 times that size. There are very few places, well, I don't think there's any place of any consequence in the United States that has grown as much as we have in the last 35 years. And to only have the issues that we have, I think speaks well of the leadership that we've had in the community over a long period of time. There's still issues we're going to have to deal with for sure. You pointed some of them out. But I'd give them some credit too.
So, I live across the street from the convention center. I've been to a couple of things there. Thank
sorry.
you. No, it's beautiful and it really looks nice. My question is about the external digital signage there, which is not there. The external digital signage is on the west gate, and there's no external digital signage whatsoever on the convention center. And I'm wondering why that happened. It could be easily on the bridge over Paradise or somewhere else. And it just seems completely out of character with that beautiful renovation and design to not have the ability to provide that signage.
You mean marquee signage?
You know, it's like everything you see on the west gate, big digital sign talks about what's happening at the convention center, but there's no external digital signage on the convention center. There's just Mylar that people paste up there from time to time. And why is there no signage on the convention center?
Well, it depends what you think the purpose would be. We're going to spend money that provides some kind of return for either us or the community. And the investment in LED signage, if you are selling advertising, is tough for us to justify. Then on top of that, if you drive by the building, the amount of LED that we have on the inside that comes through the windows is huge. You know, we've got a 10,000 square foot screen on the West Hall. The main screen in the north central lobby is 3,000 feet. We've got 1,500 feet on each side of it. We don't think there is value in just advertising ourselves on that LED signage outside the building.
Okay, we have time for one more. Oh, okay. Thank you. Wanted to ask you about film and television. I watched that movie with Brad Pitt, the F1 movie, that Apple TV put on the big screen, Formula One racing. Yep. And for me, it was great because I'm from Florida, and seeing the Daytona Beach International Speedway scene, and then the scene here in Las Vegas. So are there plans to have more film and television done here, especially with your new venues, the sports stadiums and things like that?
Yeah, there's a couple answers to that, sure. I mean, you know, the community, by the way, just had that big whole conversation around film tax credits and film studios and that kind of thing. We paid Apple $2 million to be in that film. We coordinated everything that happened here. And we did that because Formula One, and we felt that movie was going to be on the cutting edge of culture. And that's where we want to be. And so we felt like that investment there was worth it. Just to have Las Vegas necessarily in films, there's a film office that does that, and it's really their job. We do it when we think we've got to step up and make sure that we are a part of it in the way we want to be a part of it. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
I need you for a second. I know there was a lot more questions, but I'll be fined if I don't end on time. Thank you for that so much. So much information, such an exciting city. We have made a donation to the Just One Project in your name to help combat hunger. And we have, of course, our 100-year centennial book. So thank you. Madison, where'd you go? There you are. I'm like, I'm not letting you go without a photo.
Can we move this way? Sorry, the glare from the little. Sorry.
Thank you. Oh, a little more.
The light. Okay, perfect, perfect.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. To adjourn our meeting, let's stay on the fast track towards service and innovation, but always hold tight to the traditions that define who we are. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.